When I took perspectives, there was a guy that came and spoke, and he was from here in the United States. And as we're raised, we always think that world missions is world missions, which is overseas. You go overseas and become a missionary. And he and his wife decided that God had spoken to them and that they were going to become missionaries. And they struggled and struggled and struggled because he wasn't sending them overseas. And so he had a business opportunity to buy a building, and it happened to be in the middle of the Muslim district in Dearborn, Michigan. They proceeded to buy the building and live in the bottom of it and couldn't understand why they were there, and got to know the neighborhood, which were all Muslims. And he decided to renovate the third floor and make it into an open-air dorm for Muslim men that were coming in the United States to find jobs ahead of their families. And in doing that, it took them a while to understand that, wait a minute, we thought we were going to go overseas, but God had brought the people to them here in the United States. And growing up, you always thought, hey, the missionaries all go overseas. And I had to change my ideal of, wait a minute, our mission is here in the United States with those who we reach, who we come in contact with every day that aren't like me or like who I grew up with or in the community I grew up with. And it just changed my whole outlook on, oh my gosh, God will bring them to you.
Well, why did God bless me? It wasn't for my benefit. Granted, I benefit from it. But the reason I'm blessed is so I can bless other people. And that's what perspectives gave me, a new perspective on my blessings. So now what I do is I look at my life and say, am I a blessing to others? Am I a blessing to my neighbor? Would they say, I've been blessed? Well, what's different about him? That's what perspectives did to me.
Speakers inspired me to give my heart fully to God for His purposes and His mission. It was just awesome to hear and see the difference that God makes in a person's life when you hear their story, how God worked everything for good.
My perspective experience really opened my eyes to where God was at work around the world. It awakened me to His purposes, aligned me with His mission, and allowed me to begin looking for opportunities to minister to other people and share the gospel message of Jesus Christ with people who might look differently and think differently than myself. It gave me an understanding and tools of how to listen to others well, see where they're coming from, and try to relate the message of Christ to their life and their experience. I really encourage everyone to take part in this. I think it will help our church grow. I think it'll bring us into alignment with God's purposes here in the Fountain and help us to expand the gospel message in our community and love others well. Thank you.